A very good morning to all of you in today's session. Today's session is on a very specific session on how to prepare for the examination 2021. Now we all know that just 9 months are left for the examination, and hence the strategy has to be clear cut. Last week also I had a session, but here in this session we are going to discuss a very smart, structured, to the point approach in for this examination. Okay, so the objective of the today's session is to understand, or how do we start from today. So I would say that today, let's say today is 30th of August, so maybe the 1st September is the date. I'm assuming that you're starting preparation. So how to prepare the examination for 2021? The civil service examination is a very prestigious examination. Students who have prepared for the examination or preparing for the examination, they are going to give the next 10 months or 9 months in a very sincere and dedicated manner. So let's make a plan, a structure, and I'll divide the entire preparation strategy into various phases where we'll discuss about the basics of preparation, how to start, how to tailor-made preparation, how to go about. Now, today I'll be discussing about how to prepare yourself. The first thing, before starting, the first 60 to 70 minutes of the session will be on the entire strategy, the planning, what should be done. The second would be, of course, last 15-20 minutes will be for the questions, one-to-one questions. It can extend to 30 minutes depending on the questions. So we'll try to wrap the session into 1.5 hour, 1 hour 40 minutes. That would be there. So these are the areas: UPSC syllabi, strategy and planning, the SWOT analysis, making a timetable, newspaper reading, current affair, choosing optionals, the important books or materials that have to be read, importance on note making, revision. So all that would be covered. But I'm more concerned about the macro strategy of preparation. So what should be the macro strategy of preparation? अगर आपको तैयारी करनी है, how you should be going in the next, let's say, 270 days. So if I say 270 days or 300 days, क्या क्या करना चाहिए? So I'll be discussing month-wise plan, and I have divided, the entire preparation phase into multiple, phases. So let's go. Now prepare yourself. Now remember, now this is a serious time, and we have to be ready. Now this is specifically, I want to assure one more thing, that students who do not want to target next year, this session is not for them, but still they can attend and listen to the entire dimensions of the preparation I'm discussing. So today I'll be discussing about the 27th June of 2021. So this is the D-Day. This is the day on which the prelims examination will happen. Assuming the COVID-19 will be controlled by that time, so we can be very sure that the exam will happen next year on this date. Now, I have calculated the number of days, and the total number of days, if I take from today, it is there around 300 days that we have in total. Now, 300 days is approximately 10 months in terms of numbers. Okay. So what we should be doing step by step? Let's try and understand. Remember, time is less, and hence we do not have luxury of time. हमारे पास time कम है, so the approach would be that how do we take the preparation in a step by step manner. Now, naturally, all of us are targeting that next year हमें exam देना है, next year we have to crack the examination. But the first thing is very important, the motivation part. Motivation कहाँ से आ रहा है? And I personally believe that motivation should come from inside. If you are ready to give effort for the examination, you have to be mentally ready that I have to give the next 10 months of my life or 9 months of my life to this process in a very sincere, dedicated manner. There are no shortcuts. As I always tell, there are no shortcuts. The best way of preparing for the examination is to sitting down, understanding the nuances of the competition, and put an effort. A lot of people will tell you about that this can be done, that can be done. Yes, there are multiple inputs that can be given, but I personally believe that 50% preparation depends on your motivation, your psyche, your attitude, your belief system. Okay, so it is more about attitude. So do you have the attitude for preparation? Because attitude is the ultimate thing. Now, motivation means that motivation should come from inside. What is the motivation? What could be the source of motivation? Is it a personal level? Motivation क्यों आ रहा है? Because you want to do something at a personal level. You feel that UPSC might give you opportunity, or due to familiar level. Maybe family job आपको security देगा. It might give recognition to the family. Or many people go for this job just for the very approach of professionalism. This examination will lead you to UPSC, where the professional people will get a lot of advantage. So professional could be the other thing, high motivation, positive tension, diversity. Job में बहुत सारा challenge होता है, diversity होता है. A very good example is COVID-19. You know who are at the forefront? More than 700 plus districts are there in India, and the district magistrate, the DMs or the district collectors, they are the real bosses right now. They are practically, they have so much power right now. They can decide the micro strategy, where should be, there should be lockdown in the city, or they should be locked down in a containment zone. What should be done? Okay, the entire machinery is moving around the directions of the district magistrate or district collector. That is IS officer. So these people are at the decision making level, and they have a huge power and authority that the job gives. So it is about professional job, the diversity, the challenges, or a lot of people ko lagta hai that I want to do something for society. So that could also be a driver. If you feel that you want to do something for society and you want to do something for for your place, for your village, for your city. So बहुत सारे लोग का अपना अपना reason होता है. For me, you have to decide which is the driver, because any of the drivers would lead you to preparation. आपका journey जो है, if I say from today, the journey, let's say the next year September is the mains, so I would probably the 15 months का journey आपका है from now. 13 to 14 months is journeys that you have at this point of time. So this 13 to 14 journey, 14 months of journey is what we are looking at, and let's focus on ensuring that we meet this journey. Now, motivation, as I mentioned, is 50% of the preparation. If you're motivated, if your energy is high, because preparation jab aap karoge, you will come across a lot of challenges and a lot of issues. I'll give an example. When you prepare for the examination, you will come across days of things are not happening, things are happening. Someday you will feel very positive, the other day you'll feel maybe score nahi aa raha hai, maybe you don't want to study that day, maybe your day has not started on good note. Okay, there are a lot of external factors जो भी आपकी preparation को impact कर सकते हैं. तो preparation बेटा जो journey होती है, the journey will have its own ups and downs. This is my 11th year of mentoring student, and every year I say the same thing. Yes, the only difference between you and me is that I have a higher degree of exposure. I'm more, I'm daily on an average, I'm involved in this process for 7-8 hours. Or karte karte, the experience is what, is with me, and I want to share that experience. Now, naturally, when students study, first is, let's understand that we have to have certain macro pointers. आपको तैयारी करनी है, तो कुछ macro pointers होने चाहिए जिन पर, you have to work on the micro pointers. Now, question is the what micro pointers? The first is, let's decode the syllabus. Have you read the syllabus? Have you read the syllabus? How many times? Are you going through the syllabus on a regular basis? If I say, let's take an example. If I say sustainable development, is this word mentioned in the syllabus or not? If I say this particularly this word, let's say you open a newspaper and the article comes on sustainable development. क्या ये syllabus का part है या नहीं है? That is the question you need to ask yourself. So if you have read the syllabus properly, you'll be able to say, yes, this is a part of the syllabus. Civil Services Code, yes, syllabus का part है. Self-help group, is this part of syllabus? NGOs, ये syllabus का part है. क्या ये नहीं लिखा हुआ है syllabus में? So why I'm saying this, that once you're reading or once you're going through the syllabus, आपको एक word syllabus का it should be there in your mind. You should be able to filter. You should be able to tell ये syllabus का part है, ये syllabus का part नहीं है. So people who are targeting next year, for them, they have to decode the syllabus. They have to be ready with the syllabus. They have to understand the syllabus. The syllabus should be at the back of your hand. आपके tip पे होना चाहिए syllabus. If the syllabus is at your tip, believe me, that is the first part of starting the preparation. That is the first part of starting the journey. If the point of the syllabus is there in your mind, you can actually believe that, okay, this part of the syllabus or this is not a part of the syllabus. Okay. Now, yes, Jagan, I'll be discussing all those areas. Don't worry. Now, the second is, of course, after the syllabus, the next part would be कि exam का pattern क्या है. I'm sure all of you must be knowing the pattern of examination. But remember, a pattern of the examination does not mean that 3 part of the syllabus is exam is there, prelims, mains, interview. That everybody knows. I'm more concerned about. Am I audible, guys? My voice is coming. My voice is coming, right? Everybody? Okay, okay. Pinky, I think you just need to check your connections. So the pattern of examination means uh, not only the syllabus, but I'm more concerned about the micro details. Okay, so this is important in prelims. This is important in mains. These are the questions will come in this part. This will come. Question will come in this part. So I'm more concerned about the micro details of the syllabus. So we need to understand the pattern of the examination, the subject wise coverage. ये सारी चीजें हम discuss करेंगे. I'm going to discuss this coming. The second is what should be the basic material. Everybody knows it. It is NCRT. But which NCRTs? How to read NCRTs? How to go about? How much time I should devote? अगर हमारा what is your target? The target is 2021 or target is 2022. अगर 2021 है, which means you have to execute in the next 9 months. If you have 2022, that means you have to execute in next maybe 21 months. Okay. So maybe approach would remain same, but only thing is that you will divide your preparation plan according to the aspect. So let's understand the macro pointers exam. कि macro pointers क्या है? Let's decode the syllabus. Syllabus should be ready, understand, आपको याद होना चाहिए syllabus, and of course the pattern of the examination. I'll come to that. Then every student, now remember, UPSC or civil service examination एक journalist examination है. Remember, it's a journalist examination. So what do you mean by journalist exam? It's an exam which is which does not require a high degree of subject specialization. यानी आप ये जरूरत नहीं है. It does not require. You could be from science background, you could be from humanities background, you could be from commerce background, you could be from law background, or any background. Every student should do their SWOT analysis. Remember, exam सबके लिए same है. Some people will have a certain advantage, other people have certain advantages. So SWOT का full form है, that is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So what are your strengths? Let's say, I'll give an example. You're from humanities background and you have read polity or you have read political science. So automatically political science will come very easy to you. You'll be able to understand the polity concept, the civics concept, the constitution, the governance part very easily. So aapka, you automatically that I have this strength in this area. You have done your majors in history, you have done your graduation in history. So history will be your strength area. I'm assuming that you've read history properly in the graduation part. आपने अच्छे से पढ़ा होगा. Okay. Then there could be weakness. Some people have weakness for maths. Some people have weakness for reasoning. Some people have weakness for memorizing information. A lot of people feel that exam is about information memory. Yes, exam will require certain information, but you don't have to worry about whether I can क्या मुझे fact याद हो रहा है. It is completely okay if you're not able to remember facts. It is completely okay. It hardly matters whether you you remember the facts or not. I'll tell you a lot of ways in which the facts does not need to be remembered. For example, Indian Constitution has 440 articles. Okay, so a lot of students come to me and, sir, should I remember all the articles? Sir, I have read in the Bare Act. Bare Act is the original Constitution. Bare Act में 395 articles. Sir, I have read all the articles and I have memorized it. मैंने कहा, what? Why did you memorize it? Because somebody X and Y Z told you. Did you ask me before memorizing? Because even I don't remember any of them. Yes, maybe some 30-40 articles would be important. अभी आपको 30-40 articles ही पढ़ना है. You don't have to memorize the entire thing. And here also you don't have to remember the आपको information line by line याद नहीं करना है. Because the questions will not ask on the articles. Yes, the question will be asked on articles, but they're not asking you write the article. They would rather be asking about you. Can you analyze the article? Can you analyze the what is mentioned in the Constitution? What is the for example, right to life. Right to life is a fundamental right, Article 21. So do you know this article? What this article means? What is the locus standi of this article? So a lot of times students do not understand that what is their strength and what is their weaknesses. Again, many a times they work only on their strength areas. For example, let's say you like polity, you like political science. Automatically you will start reading polity books. You'll have a you'll have a focus ki chalo polity padhte hain. Why? Because the polity will come very natural to you. You will invest more time in polity. You will miss other areas. You will give low priority to other areas. Okay, so that is very important. To understand. I'll be taking the questions in the end. Beta, just wait for 1 hour, Sriraj. Okay, you have to wait for 1 hour. So SWOT analysis, your strength, weaknesses. Remember, if you have a weakness, you have to work on the weakness also. UPSC is an exam which believes in the law of averages. If I say, let's take the syllabus. Now, this is a syllabus. If you see the syllabus, broadly, economy, polity. Okay, so you have history here, you have culture here, you have geography here. You have constitution, polity, international relations. You have economics, you have science and tech, you have environment, biodiversity, you have internal security, you have disaster management. अगर आप syllabus देखोगे, what is the syllabus? Syllabus is about knowing India. In short, they want you to understand India. They want you to know India. They want you to understand the ethos of India. They want you to maybe be an officer who will going to serve the country tomorrow. So you have to understand India. Okay, so that is what is needed. You need to understand कि exam की requirement क्या है. I have to read all the subjects. You could be good in history, maybe bad in economics. Does not mean that you can leave economics. आपको economics पढ़ना पड़ेगा. You could be good in all the GS areas, but you might not be good in CSAT area. Maths, reasoning आपको अच्छा नहीं लगता है, or you feel very fear. The fear comes in moment the maths reason question of maths comes in. Again, that is not there. I have to clear the cutoff. So my understanding of subject should be to the level of the requirement of the examination. मुझे PhD नहीं करना. Remember, my exam का requirement क्या है? Cut to cut. Make a step-by-step process. Can we do that? Can we understand that? That is what is needed. So people who are doing preparation, they had to do a very strong SWOT analysis, understand the strength. For example, I'll give you my example. I had a good understanding of political science and administration. It came very naturally to me. Okay, but that is not true for other people. Some people will be good in maybe history. Some people will good be in environment and ecology. Okay, some people will good in maths, reasoning. So you have your own strength, but remember, you have to prepare all the areas. UPSC works on the concept of law of averages. Okay, if I say this prelims area, so in history, in prelims, history comes, geography comes, polity comes, environment, ecology comes, economics comes, science comes, news, current issues. So all the areas have to be done at the threshold level. आप ऐसा नहीं कहोगे कि okay, I'll leave this area. Okay, maybe in that area question ज़्यादा आ गया, you will be out of the prelims. Okay, so the law of averages works here, and hence I will try to draw a line, minimum possible things that I have to do, minimum possible things. I can't skip the area because somebody told me, or because I don't like the subject, or because maybe it is too tough. Yes, there are areas which you might not be comfortable. There are areas you will feel less comfortable. That is completely okay. Okay. Okay, so we have to understand the SWOT analysis. Then what you can do, how you can crack the examination. First approach should be developing a strategy for a studying strategy. So आपको पहले एक strategy बनाने का, पढ़ने का strategy. Remember, every aspirant has a limitation. Some people are in job. Some people are in people who have to are doing full-time preparation. Some people are preparing maybe for the exam 2 years, 3 years down the line. So you have to, the strategy should be very individual. You can't follow approach of a topper. आप सारे topper का approach देखोगे, every topper has a different approach. Some topper has X approach, some topper has Y approach, some topper has Z approach. So you are different. You have to make your own strategy. Okay, so let's focus on the strategy. But strategy से पहले, what is the current status? आप कहाँ stand करते हो आज? If you are able to let's say if I give you paper for prelims or UPSC prelims or mains, I'll ask you a basic question. How many questions you can attempt? Because ultimately it is about cracking the examination. Ultimately it is about clearing the stage, whether prelims or mains. Naturally today I would be discussing more on the prelims part, or of course the mains will be also there, but prelims part, the mains will also be there. But I would not be discussing interview today, because interview maybe will be come in 2022, sorry. So what is the current status? Have you started the preparation? या अभी start कर रहे हो, या सोच रहे हो, or you already doing the preparation for past 10 months or 6 months or 2 months? So every student will have a different strategy. They have to understand the examination, the syllabus, the pattern, the how competition is evolving, what are the requirements of the competition, what are the requirements of UPSC. UPSC, what does UPSC wants from you? You have to understand what are the minimum things that are needed, how much minimum I have to approach or understand the subject, what are the minimum books you have to focus. Because today my focus, the objective of this lecture is to how can I crack next year, what the minimum things I can do. Again, the time is, some people will say time is less, some people will say it is okay, some people will say I know I mean maybe probably 2022. So again, it is very individual. I have seen people cracking examination prelims in 4 months. I myself cracked prelims in the first attempt when I just prepared for 4 months. Again, remember, it was a more strategy that worked. It was not about studies. It was not about hard work. Hard work to sabhi karte hain, but it is more about strategy. It is more about planning. It is more about execution on ground. It is more about dealing. So when you do marathon, UPSC is a marathon. So when you run, it is more about every day maybe trying to develop that little stamina which will enhance your preparation, or which will maybe take one step ahead towards the journey. So UPSC का आपको समझना बहुत जरूरी है. UPSC, I mean, a lot of people might not understand what I'm saying. Maybe it is just information. But 3 years, 4 years down the line, 3 years, 2 years down the line, when you get selected, you will understand. The word which I'm saying will ring in your mind. Okay? So the first is, what is the current status? आपने start कर दिया है, you're planning or you're starting. People who already started, for them strategy will be different. People who are beginning, who are thinking कि हमें start करना है, maybe next month से start करेंगे. For them strategy will be different. People who are doing from last year, for them strategy will be completely different. Okay, but you have to first understand where you stand, and accordingly you can make a strategy. Let's not follow a topper or Mr. XYZ, because they are a different level of preparation. Okay, so you have to develop. The next is, of course, familiarity with different subjects. Now, as I mentioned, people come from diverse background. You come from science, you come from humanities, law, commerce, you come from technical background, you come from biotech, you are engineering graduate, you're a medical graduate. So people come from different areas. So UPSC, as I mentioned, it's a very basic thing. The approach is till 12th level, 12th level general studies. That's all, simple. 12th level general studies, 12th level economy, 10th level polity, 12th level history, 12th level Constitution of India, 12th level up to 12th level, CBSE, NCERT level, environment ecology, science and tech, 10th level mathematics. So UPSC is very clear. I have to draw a line where what I should be doing and what should I not be doing. Okay, so we need to understand the strategy preparation, and the strategy will be very individual. But एक threshold है, याद रखो. UPSC will not ask anything randomly. UPSC will never ask random questions. If you think that syllabus is vast, yes, syllabus is vast, but still you can plan your effort and you can clear the prelims. And for that, you need to understand in the requirement of the competition. I know people who have cracked the examination by studying little, because they focus more on the strategy. They focus more on their SWOT analysis. They focus more on what I should be doing. Have you gone through previous year questions? I'm a student of economics. I understand economy. Good. Let's solve the questions. Can you solve it? Yes, I can solve it. How many questions can you solve it? Can you clear the cutoff? Yes. That means you're on track. You have read. You are a PhD in economics, but you're not able to solve. The basic concepts are clear to you or not? Because that would be the objective. So my objective is to understand, be familiar with the syllabus, be familiar with the subjects, be familiar with the requirements of the competition, be familiar with what UPSC wants from us. And believe me, if you work little on this, maybe it requires just thinking. It requires just sitting down. It just requires little introspection. It just requires maybe believing in yourself, and things will start happening. Weightage of subjects in exam, last 10 years. So some year economics will be more, other year history will be more, other year geography will be more. So you can't, UPSC does not have a clear trend. A lot of people will say, this was a trend this year. What was last year? The last year the trend kuch aur tha. So trend will vary every year. So you can't follow a standard trend. There is no one trend which can be followed. So what I should be doing? I should be doing that minimum possible what can be done. minimum possible, minimum NCERT पढ़ना है, minimum newspaper पढ़ना है, minimum I have to maybe try to follow some standard books. What are the cutoffs? How many questions have come? So these are the questions that needs to be asked. Don't do random study. Don't do study just for the sake of study. Hard work is important, but with hard work you also have to work smartly. You have to understand. You have to act differently. Remember, everybody in India who is cracking the examination and who is out of the competition, they are reading the same books. They are reading the same NCERT. They are reading the same standard books. What are the differentiators? What are the distinct things which are done by certain people and which are not done by certain other people? And here you will understand it is about strategy. It is about understanding. It is about thought process. It is about skills. So can you work on them? Because that would be the ultimate objective. So strategy operation is very individual. I'll help in each one of you. People who are part of the institute. I'm planning to start a program called Protsahan. A Protsahan will be one-to-one mentoring session where I'll be discussing with my students how they should be going about. Because it is not about it is not about a common approach. Because approach cannot be common. Yes, there are certain things which could be common, but every student will develop their own approach. So let's understand that part. Okay, so cutoff, what are the cutoffs of prelims, what are the cutoffs for mains, all these things have to discuss. And remember, it is not a one day that you opened a book, okay, today's you saw the cutoff, you opened a question, okay, these questions will come. It has to be done regularly. And a lot of preparation is also about taking the feedback from what you're studying, what you're reading, and maybe maybe replanning your execution. So planning, strategy are the key for preparation. Next 1 month you should also be ready with the optional. What is the mind? आपके दिमाग में कोई optional है? Is there any option in your mind? So what is that optional? People who are targeting next year, they can't just prepare general studies and thinking that okay, optional I'll decide maybe 3 months down the line. No, आपको optional भी तय करना होगा. And you remember, if you're targeting next year, you have to go beyond the normal approach. Okay, so let's understand the requirements of the competition. Number of days 300. Develop macro strategy. I'll close the camera. Okay, and of course we'll be discussing these areas. एक करके लेते हैं. So I'm sure all of you must have gone through the syllabus. The exam, actually I'll brief. 3 stages होते हैं. The first is prelims examination. It is an objective examination. It has 2 papers, paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is general studies GS and paper 2 is CSAT. In paper 2 you get qualifying marks. Means you need to get qualifying marks. You need to score 33% at least. If you score 100% still, or 35%, both are same. Paper 1 is general studies, and the cutoff of prelims will be the cutoff of GS, general studies. This is an MCQ based paper. Remember, paper is very analytical. It is not, it has facts, but it is not purely factual. Okay, so we need to understand the prelims, the mains examination, and of course the best way is to go through the syllabus also. Read the syllabus quickly. Read it step by step, line by line. Okay, this prelim syllabus, this main syllabus, CSAT syllabus. Okay, this prelim syllabus, this main syllabus, CSAT syllabus. So you know the syllabus, very important. Read it regularly. Then go to the mains exam. Now what are mains exams? So there are GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, GS paper 4. 4 papers hai. Basically, the main syllabus will automatically include prelims. Okay, automatically prelims include ho jayega. So you don't have to worry. Just focus on main syllabus. Prelims will be automatically included. Yes. Some people say, I'm studying for prelims, I'm studying for mains. No. You need to have an integrative approach. You can't say that I can study for prelims and I'll not study for mains. No. I'll give an example. Let's say you studied about Parliament of India, and you studied about Parliament of India, concept, history, evolution, everything you studied. Okay, for example, we take 3 to 4 lectures in Parliament of India. So after you cover the Parliament of India, if you get an MCQ on this, it will be prelims. And if you get a mains, a descriptive questions, discussion on some issue, maybe how parliament is doing, or how the trend of parliamentary system has has been there. So this is about mains question. So you, when you are studying a topic, yes, a MCQ comes on that. That will be prelims. A descriptive mains question where you have to write in detail in 200, 300 words. So that will be mains approach. So you can't have an approach which is just you can't say that okay, this prelims approach and this mains approach. You have integrated approach. Yes, mains would require answer writing. So when you're writing answer, specifically आप mains की तैयारी कर रहे हो. Once you are when you are looking at MCQs, probably that is a prelims approach. So that is how the approach should be. And very simple, just follow the main syllabus. Very thorough. आप mains का syllabus ढंग से follow करो. Read it properly. Okay, follow it. Now see this. Note 2. What is written? The main examination is intended to assess the overall intellectual traits and depth of understanding of candidates rather than merely the range of their information memory, which means it is an examination about intellect. It is examination of the understanding. It is examination of maybe your analytical ability. It is examination of the novelty element. आप क्या नया कर पाते हो? They are not just checking the information and memory. They are not checking that. Information is become secondary after a while. So that is what I would say, that we have to understand the requirement of the examination. Okay. Now one more thing. A lot of people ask me, sir, it is a tough exam. People who are appearing. There are so many people who are appearing. Yes, there are people who are appearing, but how many? How many people are giving the examination? How many final selections? If I say the average number of applicants every year, it is around 8 to 10 lakhs. So every year you will have applicants around 8 to 10 lakhs. But exam is just have to pay 200 rupees. It is free for girls. It is free for SC, ST. So, anybody fills a form because 200 is very less. So filling a form does not mean they are serious aspirant. Out of this, only 30 to 40% people are actually appearing. So final day aate that numbers come down to 3 to 4 lakh. Now do you think that these 3 to 4 lakh people are serious? No. I know a lot of my friends. मैं कई लोग ऐसा जानता हूँ who did not even start the preparation कभी start भी नहीं किया, but they still went and gave the prelims देने गया. I remember during my engineering time, I was in the final year of my engineering, final semester exam हो गया, and some of my friends they went to give prelims. I said, where did you go? So, prelims देने गया. Then why? Just wanted to see how the exam is. मैंने कहा, did you understand anything? I said, no, we could not understand. Now maths हो गया, reasoning हो गया. और what about the GS? No, नहीं समझ में आया. So a lot of people are giving examination just देखने के लिए exam दे रहे हैं, पेपर कैसा है. A lot of people कुछ पढ़ा है, exam देके आ गए. So the number of serious aspirant, that is not more than 40 to 50,000. This is the number of serious aspirant. That is all, which means these are people who are actually, out of people who are applicants, out of this, probably very less number of people are serious. Maybe 30%. Sorry, maybe just 5% people are serious. So very less number of people. Then out of this 40,000 who are serious, people who make good strategy, who are able to execute them, who are able to plan better, who are able to things. जो मैं आज बात कह रहा हूँ, it is there for every serious aspirant. I'm sure all of you in the class, सभी लोग serious हैं. All of you are thinking, all of you must be thinking that I have to crack the examination, and you are very serious about it. But it is the execution. I'm sure, मुझे पता है you all are very sincere about the preparation. You want to ensure the preparation. You want to get selected. You have high hopes from yourself. I write regularly on Quora. I know a lot of people who reach out to me on a regular basis, and there are many of them are very serious people. But I always tell them the seriousness is important, yes, but ultimately the strategy, the execution is the key. You don't have to study 10 hours, 10 hours or 12 hours a day. You might have to study just 5 hours a day, but it has to be like a serious aspirant. It has to be quality based. So out of the serious, out of every 3 serious people, one people will clear prelims. हर serious में से एक 3-4 में से एक आदमी prelims निकालेगा. And then the people among this, in every 5 people who are writing mains, one is going to get the interview call. That is personality test. So out of 12,000, 14,000, some 2,000 to 2,500 people get interview call. And then finally, out of people जो interview call आ रहा है, 30 to 45% people get selected. 40 to 45, sorry. So 45% people का selection हो जाता है eventually. So this is what I want to tell you, which means the examination is not difficult as it suggests. Don't see the, आपको सिर्फ ये मत देखो कितने लोग फॉर्म भर रहे हैं. That does not give the right picture. The right picture is given by the people who are actually serious. And remember, this is true about any competition in India. Okay, so don't just believe कि okay, somebody has filled the form, which means they're serious. No, they are not. If you just speak to me 10 minutes, I'll judge whether you're serious or not. Just 10 minutes, not more than that. In 10 minutes, I'll be able to judge you where you stand. Okay, so this is what the seriousness will. So don't think that this is guys preparing that means this serious is not serious. No. So serious people, आप पहले come be a part of this category. जिस दिन आप serious बन जाओगे, and you'll come in this category after 6 months. आज नहीं आओगे. After 6 months of effort, you'll reach there. Remember, if you think you're serious today, not possible. It's not possible for me to judge. मैं आपको तभी judge कर पाऊंगा. I'll be able to judge you after 6 months. I'll ask you about some basic questions. I'll ask you about subjects. I'll ask you about the approaches that you follow. I'll ask you about the scores. I'll ask you about the comfort zone, and then I'll be able to judge you whether you're serious or not. And then I'll study you. Then फिर मैं आपको micro strategy बताऊंगा preparation का जो आपको करना चाहिए. Prelims are coming. A lot of students, on an average every day, half an hour, 40 minutes, 1 hour. मेरा discussion is going on with my own students. They're discussing what should be done, what should be done last 1 month. For example, जो next week का session है, Sunday also, next session there is a Sunday, and that Sunday is the last 30 days approach for prelims, because prelims is on the 4th October. Okay, so it is, you have to understand the seriousness of the exam को आपको समझना पड़ेगा. Don't do random study. Don't read some book because somebody of your friend has told you. No. Don't read because some topper told you to read this book. No. Use your own judgment. Use your own common sense. Yes, you can take information, but ultimately you have to understand. Okay. Now the cutoff. See the cutoff. Prelims. 104, 107, 116, 105, 98, and 98. Okay, so these are the cutoff. Very simple. So cutoff ये है 98, which means it is less. It is 49% this last year. Last year also it was again 49%. Last to last year. This year it was 53% in 17. 16 it was 58%. It was 54%. So if you see 54, 58, 53, 50, 49, 49, which means UPSC on an average cutoff कितना है? 55% लाना है आपको. You have to, if you're scoring 110, ये आपको score लाना है out of 200. This is the target, ultimate target. Okay, so let's understand. Let's be clear on the cutoff. Don't do random studies. Okay, so these are the cutoffs that have to understand. See the trend. 11, 12, 13, 14. See the past 8, 10 years. 10 years का trend देखो. All the subjects. When you're studying history, see how many questions are coming in history. When you're studying polity, see how many questions are coming in polity. जब economics पढ़ रहे हो, try to understand how many questions are coming. Geography, environment. So you need to understand the requirement of the competition. Don't do random studies. Okay. This PPT I'll be sharing with you after the class. So this is about the strategy. Now prelim syllabus. Apart from prelim syllabus, these are the main syllabus. You have history, society, international relations, polity and governance, internal security, disaster management, ethics is a whole subject. Okay. So 70% is prelims plus mains common. It is in the prelims as well and the mains as well. But some 30-35% syllabus is mains, only mains. So you need to understand, and that is why reading syllabus is very important, understanding syllabus is very important, cutoff is very important. Now I'll come specifically. Next year kya karna hai? You want to give the exam next year, what should be done? You want to crack the examination next year, what should be done? So I have a 3-phase approach. The entire 300 days I have divided into 3 phases. Okay, and we will, and the 3 phase mein aapko, you have to execute. Now remember, this is a macro plan. The student to student ye plan vary karega. Student who have prepared, who have read NCERT, for them, the plan will be different. People who are, who are starting, for them plan will be, maybe just cut to cut what I'm discussing today. People who are targeting 2023, unko sirf basic padhna hai, 22, 23 padhna hai, unko, I would just expect them to just be regular in the newspaper reading. Okay, so you have to make a study plan. The study plan can be monthly, fortnightly or weekly. Minimum जो study plan होना चाहिए वो weekly होना चाहिए. Never ever make a study plan which is daily, because daily study plan work नहीं करेगा. You always have a plan of 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, month. Okay, you can have a monthly plan, and based on monthly plan you can have 15 days plan, and as a 15-day plan you can divide monthly plan into 2 parts at 15 days plan, and 15 days can be further divided into weekly plan, a weekly target. Okay, it is very individual. For example, if you ask me, okay, every day I'll study 3 hours, so maybe 30 days, next 1 month 30 days, 30 into 3, 90 days. So in 90 days I'll cover 2 books, like that. So that is how you have to make a plan. So again, study plan will be for 2 people, beginners. जिनको zero से start करना है, you starting from scratch, and those preparing from past few months, past 1 month, 1 year. For them plan will be varying, same plan नहीं होगा. Okay, so let's say number of days is 300, and if I say average is 7 to 8 hours, again remember, this 7 to 8 hours are a general threshold. 7 hours, people who are studying full time, for them I'm saying 7 to 8 hours. Some people who could be in job, some people who could be could not study full time, for them the plan, maybe they could, instead of 7 8, it can be 4 5. Okay, on normal days it could be 3 hours, on weekends it could be 8 hours. Okay, on holidays again it will be 8 hours. So it will vary from people to people. I have taken an average approach. Okay, and this is upper threshold. Remember, ये upper hai. You can't study more than this. Whatever could be your capacity. आप 7 to 8 hours ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ सकते. You can take in mean writing. आप 8 hours अगर पढ़ लोगे for next 3 months, every day, consistently, regularly, come with me. We'll have a party in Taj. Because I can completely understand. In order to maintain that threshold, it is completely. You have to understand. Some people do study more than 8 hours also. मैं ये मना नहीं कर रहा हूँ. But I'm just saying, you have to take averages approach. If I say 300 days, 7 days, that means 2100 hours. Approximately 2000 hours आपको मिलता है. From today, 27th is prelims. 1500 hours का आप self study बना सकते हो. Again, this is not important, because some people will say, sir, I'll make 1200 hours plan. Some people in job, उनका 1000 hours का plan हो सकता है. Okay, I'm just saying a standard approach, the upper limit. The 500 could be, if you have joined a coaching, the guidance. अब जब coaching guidance करोगे तो automatically it will reduce your effort in this 1200. यहाँ पर आपका effort कम हो जाएगा. And I am a more believer of, maybe you learn to fish. आप develop your own approach. I'm not a person who believes that आपको spoon feed. Yes, if you ask me cut to cut information, will give you. But I'm more of a person who believes that you need to develop your own approach. We should be the facilitators. I will not study for you. You have to study for yourself. So हमको facilitate करना है preparation को. Okay, so you need to understand. You need to develop approach. People who are targeting to 2022, 23, for them हम अलग से strategy discuss करूँगा. My own students who are targeting 2 years down the line, I'll speak one to one to you. and for you I'll be making a different plan. This is a plan for people who are targeting. Yes, मोटा मोटी plan same रहेगा. The only thing is that the time duration will vary from people to people. जो हम यहाँ 9 month में कर रहे हैं, for you it will be 20 months or 25 months. Okay, so 2000 hour का study plan. I would say that even 1500 का जो hour plan है, that is also sufficient. It is very individual. It also depends on qualitative studies. आपका quality study कितना है? You might study for 10 hours, but quality study is 4 hours. There are some people who are studying for 5 hours, but their quality study is also 4 hours. So एक 10 hour पढ़ रहा है, उसका quality study 4 hours है. The other person is studying for 5 hours, and that person's quality is also 4 hours, which means both are at same level. But आप कहोगे I'm studying 10 hours. You can't decide the outcome of preparation by counting the number of hours आप कुर्सी पे कितने देर बैठे. No, that is not how it works. Then optional, maybe 500 extra hours are needed. Okay, so we need to understand. So this is a 3-phase approach. Now what I've done, I've divided the plan into 3 phases. मैंने 3 phase में divide किया है. Okay, the phase number 1. The phase number 1 is building the momentum. आपको आज से start करते हो. Let's suppose you are starting from tomorrow. The phase number 1, building the momentum. How do I take my next 2 months? The next 2 months or next 3 months or 4 months, it will vary from people to people. Since we are targeting 2021, so the basic, this is the phase of base building. You're building the momentum, and it is a 60-day study plan. 60-day study plan, average 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours, 8 hours, maybe 400 hours का आपको study plan बनाना पड़ेगा. Okay, I'll come to that. Cover basic books, NCERTs. There are 18-20 numbers. आपको NCERT कौन सा पढ़ना है? You can, my team can share the PDF with you if you don't have the PDF, because there are more than 40 plus NCERT, out of which just 18 NCERTs have to be read. Not all. सब पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. Don't make a mistake. Okay. So next 2 months में आपको 18-20 NCERTs cover करना है. And here also mostly you have 11th and 12th NCERT. 18-20, and इसमें भी आधी NCERT, the half of them are simple. So yes, in 60 days, 18 NCERTs, which means you have to average, you have to complete one NCERT in 4 to 5 days. 4 days rather. Don't you think you can cover a book of 90 pages, 100 pages in 4 days? Of course you can cover. Okay, it is a UPSC exam. It's not a joke. Okay, so you have to have a plan. तो आपको 2 month में आपको अपना base build करना है. People who are starting from scratch, people who are already, जिन्होंने ये काम कर लिया है, they will focus on revision of this approach. They will focus on revision with parallel, future parallel study plan. उनका preparation phase 2 से start होगा. People who already done the phase 1, they can start with the phase 2 directly. Okay, उनका phase 2 का plan 2 महीना बढ़ जाएगा. That's the only difference. So this is the 60-day plan. Now remember, people targeting next year. People जो 3 साल के लिए, people who are studying for 2 years course, 2 years or 3 years का दे रहे हैं, for them this 60 days की जगह I'll be saying 120 days to maybe 150 days. The same thing. The targets, the period of targets will be different. Okay, so the first is covering the basic books, the NCERTs. It could be NIS material also in some areas, but mostly NCERT books. Again, you have to be ready with the syllabus. Syllabus आपके टिप पे होना चाहिए. One more thing, the last part and the newspaper reading. Newspaper reading are the most important part of preparation. You can't skip newspaper reading. आप newspaper reading skip नहीं कर सकते हो. You can't, say that newspaper, I will just read class, maybe a magazine or maybe a daily notes or some video coming in some coaching. No. That will also be helpful, but आपको खुद develop करना पड़ेगा. I'm a believer in, instead of giving fish to somebody, the objective is how to learn to fish. You have to learn to fish. आपको fish कैसे निकालना है. You have to learn on the capacity building of yourself. You have to develop your ability for preparation. And people who work on their ability, yes, in the beginning you'll have little challenges, but eventually you'll reach your way. Okay, so that is newspaper reading. Then the basic concepts. अब newspaper reading में आप क्या करोगे next 2 months? You will read the editorials, you will read the national news, and you will follow some. आपका 2 महीने में आपको basic concept of economy, international relations, polity, governance, social issues, whatever इस पे जो भी articles आ रहे हैं, you'll be able to develop the basic concept. Okay, so that would be the objective, to develop the basic concept. In this, I have a concept of newspaper reading. I tell it called backward linkage approach. आपके पास time कम है, and hence you don't need to read the entire newspaper. You just need to filter the news which are important, but the concept part, the keyword part, you have to follow a backward linkage approach. क्या होता है backward linkage approach? I'll explain it quickly in one line. Just I'll erase this. So you have to have a backward linkage approach. Let's take an example. You open an article on economics, and you have read some basic economics, but you are not able to understand because it has technical terms. Now, in the entire article of 1,000 words, there are some 4 or 5 technical words you are not able to understand. What backward linkage approach say that once you come across, आपको जैसे एक आर्टिकल में 4-5 वर्ड ऐसा है जो आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, just look for very basic meanings of these words, either on Google or you can have a pocket dictionary. Just see, and moment you have that basic book, just read it, read the meaning, and just basic meaning. Don't go in depth. Don't do PhD and R&D in that. Just read it and try to understand this article. So this backward linkage approach will help you in developing the understanding of keywords, the important keywords. There are not more than 250 to 300 keywords in the entire journey that you'll study. In the entire journey that you'll study, not more than 200 to 300 keywords. That's all. And the same word will repeat. What I want that in the 2 months while reading newspapers, you develop familiarity with these most of the keywords. ऐसा नहीं कि 2 months में पूरा हो जाएगा, but at least the things will start working for you. And then you go step by step. So that is what is needed. You have to understand. Okay. I hope I'm making sense to everybody. सबको समझ में आ रहा है? I hope. So next 2 months, building the momentum, 60-day study plan, just reading basic books, and 3 to 4 hour average. Remember, yeah, 3 to 4 hour average, and this is 1 to 1.5 hour. Average newspaper reading can be 1.5 hour. This is phase 1. Now phase 2. The phase 2 will start. Let's say phase 1 was for 2 months, and phase 1 is September and October. The phase 2 is 4 to 5 months. That means from November till March, mid-March, 15 March, or Holi, whichever is earlier. Okay, 120 days to 145, 35 days, almost 4 to 5 months. This stage I would say catapulting the momentum. You want to develop and maybe increase your pace of momentum. This is about skill development. It is more about integrative approach. Prelims and mains, दोनों करना है. People who have already done the first phase, let's say people who started in April or May, my students who started in April and May, and if they have covered NCRTs and they are thorough, they are familiar with newspaper, they can directly go with the phase 2 plan right away. And for them, 2 months will be added here. Instead of 4 to 5 months, they will have 6 to 6.5 months. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, in the first month you have to decide the optional. Optional आपको first 1 month में decide करना पड़ेगा. From today, I say that 30th September is the cutoff date for deciding the optional. इससे पहले optional ready कर लो. Mentally, which optional you want to study. Just decide the optional. Then what you can do in the phase 2, you can divide the preparation into 2 phase part. Part 1 will be, of course, the GS time. GS, you can invest 60 to 70% of your time on GS. Let's say you're studying for 8 hours or 6 hours. So 4 hours will be here. Then optional, 30 to 40% time optional. Okay, 2 hours. This 4 to 4.5 hours, this 2 hours, like that. So you can do that till mid March तक आप follow कर सकते हो. And one more thing, remember, some people say that newspaper reading takes time. Yes, I do believe newspaper में time लगता है. The shortcuts are not there. It takes time because a lot of people not only read newspapers but they make notes also. So what can they do? So I would suggest that read newspapers till December only. उसके बाद newspaper मत पढ़ो. Maybe just for next 4-5 months. Next 4-5 months तक newspaper पढ़ो. That is the primary source. You can complement the newspaper reading with the monthly magazine of our coaching, or maybe any good source that you're following. And here the idea is to understand the dynamic areas and map with the static areas. What is dynamic area and what is static area? Let's understand. So the entire GS syllabus will have two broad areas. The static area, static which is not changing, which is same. For example, polity, the Constitution of India, modern history, okay, concepts of economic. The dynamic is current base. Which is conceptual, which is interlinked, which are interlinked with the static part. So that is a dynamic. So when you are reading, studying every day, also understand the dynamics and the static part. When you're reading history, it is static. But when you're analyzing history, it is dynamic. When you're linking history with current, it is dynamic. जब Constitution of India पढ़ रहे हो, that is static. But when you relate the Constitution of India, that how past 70 years India has done, are we following the Constitution of India? Then that is dynamic. When you're reading a concept on Indian economics, that is static. आपने inflation पढ़ा, that is static. But once you are applying the concept of inflation in present context, कि past 10 years में हमारी महंगाई या inflation कैसे ऊपर नीचे हुआ है, that is dynamic. So you need to understand, when you're reading the concept of climate change, that is static. But when you're analyzing the climate change in the past 4 decades, that is dynamic. Newspaper reading will develop your dynamic part. Dynamic part, helps you up to 30 to 40 or up to 50% of the syllabus. UPSC is highly contemporary exam. They focus on the trends. Okay, so that is the phase 2. The phase 2 is about building those things. Almost 70% time for general studies and 30-40% time for optionals. Then after NCERT, a lot of people say, sir, what should I do? Advanced book. Remember, not all advanced book. Maybe just 5-6 in numbers. You can make a list of them. यहाँ पर एक और काम, आप prioritize करो. Which book should be read first? Which should be read second? Which should be read third? Which should be read fourth? If you want, ask me. Speak to me. I'll help you. For example, through book 1 you can solve almost 50 marks questions in mains. But through book 3, only 10 marks. So you have to understand. You have to start with book 1, not book 2. Okay? So आप किताब भी पढ़ोगे तो prioritize करो. Which book will help me more in terms of cutoff? If I read this book, can I solve how many questions? Prioritize it. Advanced books, come. Remember, I'll read less books. I will not read many books. I'll read few books. I'll read just 15, 17, 18 NCERTs. I'll read some 5, 7, 8 books at the max. 6, 7, 8 books. And remember, उस book में भी आपको सारा नहीं पढ़ना है. You can filter and study. Okay, so you refer advanced back. And of course, do priority mapping. Class notes. When you're making your notes, a lot of people make their notes. Revision is the key. आप revision करो. Revision. Revise. You can make a rule. 10% to 15% of time revision के लिए दूंगा. Revision कोई नहीं करता है. Very few people do revision. They say last में करेंगे. And by that time, maybe things are out of your control. You're not able to understand. Revision आप आखिरी में करोगे. Many times, let's say I study a topic and I revise after 6 months. It is like starting the topic again after 6 months. आप 6 महीने बाद फिर से topic start कर रहे हो. So that revision has no meaning if you're doing after 6 months. If you're studying today, the revision should be planned where preparation and revision should go hand in hand. They should complement each other. This stage is also about skill development, as I mentioned. What skill? Communication skill, writing skill. Okay, so let's focus on the writing skill. आंसर राइटिंग. After 1 month or 2 months, you can start answers. आप regular answers लिखो. 10 answers every week, not more. 10 answers. Every answer, let's say it requires 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. शुरू में time ज़्यादा लगेगा. Into 10, 200 minutes. That's all. Eventually, when you have to write an exam, you have to write in 10 minutes. So 100 minutes आप आपको exam में देना है. Not even 2 hours, 1.5 hours. Essay, you can attempt one essay every 15 days. If you think that you can't do, आप ये मत करो, ये ना करो, exam में selection हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा. It has to done parallelly. If you think that you will cover the syllabus and then you will start writing answers, वो कभी नहीं आएगा. Syllabus कभी खत्म ही नहीं होगा. I know people who are preparing for 5 year, आज भी 5 साल से तैयारी कर रहे हैं, like 5-year plan of government, they still their syllabus is not ready, and that is the problem. This exam is more about skills. याद रखना. This exam is not about only studying. Studying is a part of the process. It is more about skill. You've read a topic. Can you communicate about that topic in 10 minutes or 8 minutes? That is what you're looking at. Okay. Also, in this time, whenever you studied, आपने history पढ़ा, or you read economy, or you read geography, always after studying the topic, covering the topic, refer the previous year question. आप previous year question निकालो. Try to solve them. Attempt the test, sectional test दो, MCQ test दो, NCERT based test दो. All these things are very important. Because you have to appraise. आपको तैयारी आपको appraise करना होगा. मेरा तैयारी कैसा move हो रहा है. If you're just studying for the sake of studying and you're not revising, or you're not able to understand where you stand in terms of preparation, that will be a mistake. Let's not make that mistake. That is a common mistake which everybody is making. Almost everybody. 95% people make this mistake. And उनको पता भी है वो mistake कर रहे हैं, but still they do it. Why? Because writing is outside your comfort zone. आप comfort zone से बाहर है, आप write करना नहीं चाहते हो. You want next कल करेंगे. I'll do next month. I will do next week. This week I'll study and focus. That next week never comes, and the exam is there knocking on your door. Okay. So one more thing in this whole study plan, always remember that you also need to understand that how much syllabus should be covered by mid-March. I would say that 80% of syllabus for both GS, for both mains as well as optional. Prelims तो पूरा cover करोगे, और पूरा नहीं करोगे तो भी चलेगा. But mains part 80 to 90% ready. 80% भी चलेगा if you're targeting next year. Because after prelims you get 3 months time. In that you cover 20%. But अगर ये 50% हुआ है, then it will be then bit difficult हो जाएगा, challenging हो जाएगा. So these are the phase 2. Phase 2 is the last 4 and 5 months. This is the most critical phase. You have to maximize this time. Okay, so covering at least, and one more thing, you need to cover the syllabus at least once by this time. Economy हो गया, history हो गया, polity हो गया, geography हो गया, at least once पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Okay, so yes, it will take some time. अच्छा, शुरू में your approach will take some time. Execution will be slow. After 3-4 months time, preparation आपका pace अपने आप बढ़ जाएगा. But in the beginning, preparation will slow. Don't expect magic here. Okay, so I am telling you a very practical strategy. मैं practical strategy बता रहा हूँ. If you really want, if you're serious and want to crack the prelims, I have given prelims twice and I have cracked prelims all the time. मैंने 3 बार exam दिया, मैंने 3 बार prelims निकाला है. In fact, 3 बार mains भी निकाला है. I have given interview also 3 times. I was a little unlucky. I got less marks in one of the interviews. किसी में mains में number कम था. But I can't change that. But definitely I learned from my mistake. I made certain mistakes. You know what the mistake was? I was overconfident. My preparation was good. मेरे mentors कहते थे, you are there, Pramod. Just do what you're doing. And when I could not get selected, they say, sorry, you're lucky. You're not lucky. Little luck is not in your favor. So I can't change that. I'm not blaming UPSC, but I'm just telling the fact. I did not get into the services 10 years ago. Of course, I made some mistakes, and I want to tell each one of you, learn from my mistake. And when I share my mistake, I tell them, this is a mistake I made. Don't make mistake. That is the difference between a mentor and a guide. Mentoring, guiding is the key. Selection, पढ़ना किताब तो कोई भी पढ़ लेगा. But how to read a book, what to read in a book, what not to read in a book, how to strategize the preparation, how to plan the preparation, how do I develop my study plan. The person who is helping me or guiding me, is he or she equipped enough to guide? कोई चलता फिरता आदमी गाइड नहीं कर सकता है. You ask how to prepare for IAS, even a panwala will tell you just study for 10 hours every day. I know somebody who studied for 10 hours and cracked the exam. No, you need a professional input and guidance. Somebody who is involved in the process day in, day out. This is phase two. Phase two, the most important phase. The phase two is about, maybe almost this phase will decide the outcome of operation. People who get selected, this period is the most important phase of operation. Then comes the phase three, convergence, समन्वय. Convergence. Let's. आपने अभी तक फैलाया है. In the first, 6 and 7 months, you are just, 7 months, or you can say, 6.5 months. You are reading this, you are reading that, you are covering this, you are covering that. But the last 3 months, 90 days should be convergence. Let's bring everything on board. Mark my word. Whenever you study a topic or subject or book or material, आप कभी भी कोई बुक पढ़ते हो, मटेरियल पढ़ते हो, टॉपिक पढ़ते हो, you have to ask one thing from yourself. This which I'm studying today, will I get time to revise in the end or not? Will I get time in the end to revise or not? When I'm reading a new material, ask yourself, can I revise this book or not? Because the preparations, when you start the preparation, you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time in hand. You feel, अरे कितना time है? And somebody told you read this. Oh, okay, I'll read this. So that book is also good, sir. My friend suggested me. I'm not saying the book is not good. I'm saying that it's not worth reading right now. Maybe you need to understand. If I'm saying you read 16 and 17 NCERTs and just read 5-6 books, which means 6, 7 and some 18, 19 NCERTs, 17, 18 and 19 NCERTs and some 6 books. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है? Are you not able to understand? Can't you decode this part? If you're not able to do that, you're making a mistake. Preparation is not about following many books. It is about following fewer books, following the same book. When you read the same book 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, you will find that in the same book, you will be able to get better concepts. आपका understanding improve हो जाता है. People don't read NCERTs and their base is weak, and they read here, there, they memorize facts, but they are not able to crack the prelims. So the last 90 days, it can be 75 days also, but minimum 6 to 2 months तो होना ही चाहिए. 2 to 2.5 months minimum. It is about only prelims. It is about practice, MCQs, tests, revision, MCQs, practice, revision, test, MCQs, practice, revision, test. That is what is needed. Okay, stop optionals, stop main syllabus now. Last 75 days और कुछ मत करो. Let's focus cracking the prelims, because prelims is the toughest part of the examination. Even that rank 1 who got rank 1 can't tell you with certainty that I can crack prelims or not. That is the level of uncertainty, because you study for 1 hour, 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 year, and suddenly आपका 10 मिनट disturb हो जाता है. Suddenly you make a mistake in last, probably, time management is bad and you out of the picture. Your GS is good, CSAT से बाहर हो गए. I know students so good, they ignored CSAT. अरे CSAT engineer है, I'm engineer, I can do maths, I can do reasoning, and you did not revise. What happened on final day? You made a mistake. Time management disturb हो गया. Cut off से 3 नंबर पीछे रह गए. You did not practice CSAT. You took CSAT for granted. I know a lot of people, and I know people who got interview call and then they could not clear CSAT. Engineering background के थे, अच्छे student थे. And I had told them, कि मत इसको हल्के में लेना. I know everything. I become smart. 6 महीने बाद आप सभी लोग, everybody will be smart here in this class. You'll know everything. It is not about knowing, it is about execution. अच्छा क्या है, बुरा क्या है, वो सबको पता है. But you should be understanding about can we execute it or not. Now, convergence. Convergence means 30% of time should be covering the syllabus. वो जो भी रह गया है, syllabus part. Remember, believe me, in spite of all the effort, some part will be there. So right now, focus on 30% time on covering the syllabus. Some book has been, maybe one book or history book or this book. And 70% time should be on revision and attempting weekly tests, sectional tests, full length. अपना revision भी test के हिसाब से करो. Sectional test means test on economy, test on history, test on polity, एंड लेट्स से नेक्स्ट वीक मैं इस पे टेस्ट दूंगा, सो प्रिपेयर, रिवाइज दैट पार्ट. ऑलरेडी आपने 6 मंथ से पढ़ा है सब्जेक्ट, फोकस ऑन रिविजन. ओके, ऑल्सो मैप द सिलेबस. आप 1.5 year करंट अफेयर मैप करो, मैप द करंट अफेयर, make a list of topics. What are the dynamic areas where questions have come? List important topics of 2021. I'll give you the topic also, but I want you, आप खुद भी करो. Revise at least 4 revision till the final day. Final day से पहले मुझे हर subject, हर NCERT, हर material, हर book, हर current affair, I have to revise 4 times. Every MCQ that I gave, मुझे 4 बार revision करना है minimum. Thorough analysis of prelims, questions and test series. जो previous year questions हैं, that has to be done. And here the mantra would be 3R and 3P. 3P is practice, practice, practice. 3R is revision, revision, revision. And remember, that is the key. जो इस बात को समझ गया, if you cover syllabus on time and you revise the last 2.5 months, believe me, the chances of you cracking the prelims is very high. Prelims आप crack कर दो, mains में निकलवा दूंगा, guarantee. Crack the prelims, mains में निकलवा दूंगा. Mains is completely in your control. But prelims cannot be little. Prelims थोड़ा dicey होता है. And one more thing, don't take CSAT for granted. Last 2.5 months, some people from humanities background, they can give 3-4 months also. CSAT should be given at least 1 to 2 hours, based on comfort zone. कितना आप comfortable हो. Practice MCQs, questions, previous year question papers. So these are 3, phase study plan that you can follow. अभी आपका focus phase 1 पे होना चाहिए. Phase 2 after 2 months or 3 months. Okay, so that completes the 3 phases: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. And how to read newspapers, choosing optional. These are other areas that I'm not going to take in today's lecture. Maybe I'll take some other day. There are some NCERT का list दे रखा है. You can follow the NCERTs. Okay, the list of NCERT is the old one. You can follow them. 11, 12 geography NCERTs, 9, 10, 11 polity NCERT, economics. So these are some basic books that have to be followed. Okay, I've given the list of books that can be done. Now, the second part of the session, the first part of the session is over. I'll be taking questions, and you can ask me the questions one to one, and then I'll take it forward. In the next 15-20 minutes will be questions. Okay, you can unmute yourself, and you can, if you want to ask and speak to me, you can speak to me as well. Okay, Rahul has a question. Sir, note making of current affair. Rahul, very good question. Rahul का एक question है कि how should you make notes for current affair? Let's understand this question. Srinivas, don't worry, beta. I'll show you the list of NCERT. I'll share you the list. Don't worry. After the class, I'll share it to you. You can share the team members से आप ले सकते हो. You can get it. Yes, Jagan. Okay, so I have 3-4 questions. I'll first take question of Rahul. Rahul, आपका question लेते हैं. The question of Rahul is that how to make notes. There are 2 ways of making notes from newspapers. First is just filter the news which are important, and then also filter the news where notes have to be made. For example, important editorials. आपने इसका पूरा editorial का summary बना लिया. Summary of maybe the editorial in 8 lines or 10 lines, 10 points में. Or some current affair information is there, noting it down. So there are 2 ways. One is you can make day wise. In day wise, what do? You put the day and you start making note. Okay, one by one. Or you can make section wise or paper wise. So you have book notebook. So GS paper 1, GS paper 2, GS paper 3, and GS paper 4. तो आपने ऐसा कर दिया. ओके, GS paper 1 आपने एक मोटा सा रजिस्टर बनाया, and you divided the register into GS paper 1 news or 2, or you can go subject wise. ठीक है. अब notes कैसे बनाना है? Now remember, notes बनाना, Rahul, it is a very individual thing. Okay, and if the notes making is very individual thing, many people make काफी time देते हैं, but remember, notes have to be short, precise and to the point. Notes are something which you have to carry with you maybe in the coming. So I would say that on an average, maybe 2 to 3 pages average notes should be there. That means after 300 days, you have a notes, personal notes of at the max 600 to 700 pages, or maybe 800 pages, not more than that. Okay, so don't make anything or everything in notes. It can be limited. Okay, Rahul, iske alawa detail mein I'll explain the class how to be very specific. Now Jagan has a question. Could you tell me how to clear in first attempt? Jagan, I think what I was discussing, the current strategy is only about the specific strategy is following the strategy that we discussed. आप ये strategy execute करो, believe me, things will start working for you. Okay. The specific strategy is to develop the comfort zone in prelims and mains area. A lot of people, what they do, they don't practice the mains. वो prelims नहीं, they focus only on prelims. Remember, preparation has to be holistic. You have to work on prelims as well as you have to work on the mains part. Okay. Senator has a question. It is necessary to start GS4 now. Senator, you can start GS4. We'll be covering GS4 somewhere around November or December. So you can start around that time. 2 months में you should complete GS4. Not now. Jagan, it is necessary college percentage. BA is enough. Yes, Jagan, BA is enough, beta. Only graduation. Jagan, don't worry about the percentage. Even it is 40%, it is completely okay. UPSC will not judge you based on what have you scored on in your graduation. It hardly matters, because in UPSC when you give the prelims or mains examination, your graduation or 12th marks hardly matters. The only time it will be in front of them will be in the interview, but again they are hardly concerned. Okay, don't worry about the percentage. You passed, right? You are passing, that is more than sufficient. Okay. Vinod has a question: how to read and write essay on mains? Vinod, for that we need a specific session. Essay, I can't explain essay in 2 minutes. How to write essay or read, how to prepare essay. For that, specific strategy have to be there. एक पूरा session लेना पड़ेगा Vinod. Okay. I hope you understand. Gopi, statics and dynamics come integrate notes will be sufficient. Yes. Static and dynamic integrate notes. The current affair जो note आपको मिल रहा है, every day that you're getting current affair notes, every weekly weekend classes that weekly current affair class that we are happening, monthly magazine that you're getting, it has static as well as dynamic part both. Okay. Okay, one more thing question, Sam. Time management tips to maintain time efficiency. Okay, time management scheme. How do you manage time? First thing, for time management, there are few things which are very important. Make a schedule. First, make your your work-life balance. If you're a student, college time, home time, study time, all that, and everything be on time. You do a breakfast on time. Time means maybe from 8 to 8:30. If some people do at 9, whatever time, it should be definite. You eat lunch or dinner or breakfast at the same time. Okay. So first is make a schedule. How you study. The schedule for the whole day. Right from morning. Let's say you get up 7 p.m. a.m. in the morning till, and you go to sleep at 11:30 in the evening. So this whole period should be divided into slots. And these slots will be personal time, rest time, dinner, or maybe daily, chores time, study time. Make a time. Okay. Also here, it will vary from people to people. Rishabh has a question. We have two. Rishabh, you have to choose as one optional subject, but in optional subject, एक optional में 2 subject होते हैं. For example, if you choose public administration, Public administration is one paper only, but it has two paper, paper 1 and paper 2. Okay, so in the exam you will give, mains में आपके दो पेपर होंगे, but subject will be one only. Okay, Sam has a question. Can I crack prelims in 2 months? Uh, well, as far I know you, Sam, if you start today, 2 months is too early. Okay, more time would be needed. Preeti has a question, sir. 1 year is enough. I do know that quality study matters. We can't ignore that people have spent a large time in large preparation. How to be this level will be, okay, Preeti, don't think about others. You have to work on your plan. Don't think you usne 3 saal padha, 2 saal padha. What I discuss a strategy. There are people who come, study for 10 months, crack and go, and there are people studying for 5 years. So it is not about who is studying what or kitko knowledge and not this exam. After a certain threshold, the exam is not of knowledge. It is not of knowledge. आप अपनी strategy पे काम करो. Don't worry about whether 12 months is more than sufficient for cracking the examination. Okay. रविंद्र का सवाल है, I want to fast first. रविंद्र बिल्कुल पॉसिबल है, you can do in first attempt. That was the strategy जो मैं आपसे डिस्कस कर रहा था. It was morely about discussing the strategy that can help you in cracking the first attempt. Okay, तो आपको एग्जीक्यूशन पे काम करना होगा. Yes, when you give the examination, you'll have your share of challenges. Okay, ups and downs आएंगे, but the strategy is very very important. Execution is the key. And ये marathon है. It is about sincerity. It is about basic discipline. It is about running every day. Running means executing your plan every day. It is about perseverance. It is about discipline. It is about regularity. It is about consistency. And why I'm saying this? Because I was also an aspirant और मैंने उस पे काम किया. You have to work on it. आप सबकी लाइफ में you'll all have your own degree of constraint. Okay. Any more questions, guys? You can ask me further. I've already unmuted you. So Abdullah has a question. How many papers will become all syllabus? Okay, so let's decode that, Abdullah. So these are, let's understand what are the prelims areas. So in prelims you'll have polity and constitution, Indian economy, history, in history ancient, medieval, modern, there is some noise that is coming from some. With geography, environment ecology, and of course science, current based. So these are prelims areas, and in the mains you'll have world history, Indian society, IR. So these are mains areas. So this is total syllabus, and this will come GS1 to GS4, all the areas. Okay. What was your major mistake? Senator is asking. Senator, my mistake was I did not prepare my optional very properly. During our time, there were 2 optionals. So I kind of did not focus on my second optional to the level I should have. I focused more on the optional 1, which I strengthened more. But after a level, it was it became secondary, because eventually you have to have an average area in all the optionals, in both optionals. But if the pattern जो अभी चल रहा है, if that pattern would have been there, probably things would have been easier for me. Okay, so I made one mistake there. And plus I made some exam in the final mains also. I made some mistake attempting, right, I chose a wrong essay and all, but that can happen with anybody. But UPSC आपको attempt देता है. UPSC gives you 6 attempts or 4 attempts because UPSC knows that you can make mistake. Okay, and that is why the attempts are given more. Okay, any more questions, guys? Further, you can, if you want, you can unmute and आप अपना सवाल बोल सकते हो. Okay. Socioeconomic growth objectives have become challenge advantages to everyone. Well, Gopi, I'm not able to understand your question. Socioeconomic growth objectives became challenges and advantages to everyone. What does it mean? What are you trying to communicate? Any questions, guys? Should I stop for the day? Did you got some insight on how to prepare, how to read, how to?
Sir, may I have
Yes, who is this? Just hold on.
Gopi, sir, Gopi. So socio-economic development objectives are became challenges and advantages. It is
Come again, beta. Come again.
sir, it is a wholly objectives are socio-economic development objectives are na. This is
your question is not clear, Gopi. I'm not able to understand what you want to say. Socioeconomic growth objectives become challenges and advantages to everyone. Socioeconomic, yes. I mean, you can say there are some background. Some people might have a problem in background. They do not get right input. That could be there. Some people do not get right guidance. Many people have issues like पैसे का problem हो जाता है. Many times they do not get right guidance. But that is okay. Today, in the age of technology, I think things have become much easier than what it was earlier. Okay, Gopi? Any more questions, guys? Should I close for the day? I hope you got understanding of the entire thing.
Good afternoon, sir. It's me, Yashasvi Rai. Sir, my question.
Yes, beta. Who is this?
It's Yashasvi Rai. My question.
Just hold on. आप यशस्वी. हाँ बेटा, यशस्वी बताइए.
Sir, my question is that during graduation, how to manage time for UPSC preparation?
Okay. आप ग्रेजुएशन कर रहे हो. You are doing graduation and you are asking कि आपको कैसे टाइम मैनेज करना है, right? Am I right, बेटा?
Yes.
आप तेज. Can you speak little louder?
Yes, sir.
एक सेकंड मैं वॉल्यूम बढ़ा देता हूँ. Yes. हाँ बताइए बेटा. You can ask your question.
Sir, during graduation, how to manage time for UPSC preparation?
Okay. ठीक है. So मुझे यशु एक बात बताओ. आप ग्रेजुएशन में आपका कॉलेज का टाइम क्या होता है? What is the college timings?
Sir, I had not taken admission. Means I had qualified class 12th. This year
Okay. ठीक है बेटा. आप एक बार कॉलेज आप ज्वाइन कर लेना एंड देन आप कॉलेज टाइमिंग अपना जो आपका रहेगा अकॉर्डिंगली you can discuss your study plan. आप कैसे पढ़ोगे? I'll tell you how to what to do because in Delhi also we have students from colleges. तो वो काफी सारे बच्चे हैं ऐसे जो पढ़ाई करते हैं आप जैसे आप हो. तो उनका हम 1-to-1 बैठ के स्टडी प्लान बनाते हैं एंड विल हेल्प इन दैट प्रोसेस. राइट नाउ अभी तो कॉलेज चल नहीं रहा है. तो राइट नाउ फोकस ऑन रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर्स एंड NCERTs कवर करना कोशिश करो इन नेक्स्ट 3-4 months 5 months.
Okay, sir.
That should be the target. Once your colleges start and then हाँ जो भी कुछ होगा बेटा वो आप बताना and we'll 1-to-1 हम बात करके हम आपका हेल्प कर देंगे स्टडी प्लान बनाने में. ओके.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
The journey में पूरी जर्नी में हम लोग रहेंगे. Okay. So any more
Okay,
questions, guys? If you want to ask, you can ask me further.
Sir,
Yes, who's this?
Yes. Sir, if anyone from science background, they can expect aptitude questions from CSAT, like reasoning questions from same from science background also. About the I want to put a strategy of the reasoning, sir. But if they are asked from the separate any books or
Sam, see, try to understand the strategy for reasoning or see, basically it could be multiple areas. One area could be your general mental ability, the quant area. The other could be the areas and questions that whoever defined है, you have to practice in the same area. These are very static area. For example, number of questions that can be asked from case study के through जो बन सकता है, they are very limited. So you have to practice all type of question. And if you practice all these areas, I don't think so there will be a problem. Okay. A lot of people feel that anything can come. No, there is a sub syllabus defined which can come only. So you just have to stick to that syllabus. Okay.
Okay, sir,
Sam, don't worry about that. Yes, I think right now the CSAT class are going on and Mayank sir is taking. So if you study CSAT from Mayank sir, he is going to cover almost all the areas. In fact, you're a student and will be taking CSAT in Feb March again. Okay, Jan, Feb, March, mid Jan will start again, and again we'll be taking CSAT. We'll be covering CSAT, all those areas in detail. So don't worry, you just stick to the class, assignment, practice tests. That will be more than sufficient. And yes, previous year questions. Okay, Sam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions? Anybody else? I hope you got some insight in the session, and आप लोग को अच्छा insight मिला. I hope you got some insight in terms of preparation strategy, and should I close for the day? Is that okay? No questions now, and when the time is almost over. Okay, I'll take last question if there is any, and then I'll close for the day, guys. Did you got some insight, people? जो लोग भी आप तैयारी कर रहे हो, you got some insight, right? People who are targeting next year, the strategy which I'm telling you, it is very foolproof. It is a strategy many students have followed in the previous years, and they've got selected through various stages. So don't worry. Yes, if you want to make your own self-study plan, which can be individual and specific, there we can sit and maybe discuss and make a plan on that. Okay, so that is all, guys. Thank you very much for your time and patience. One more thing, some students had NCRTs, so I'll just quickly cover the NCRTs. Now remember, in NCRT, आपको कौन-कौन सी NCRT पढ़नी है? So in history, you have to cover some 6 to 7 NCRTs. And in history, you can directly cover class 12th NCRT, the new one. This is the new one. And these are 3 old NCRTs. So these are 6 NCRTs plus 1 class 11th NCRT Fine Arts. So these are the 3 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 NCRTs you have to follow in total in history. In geography, class 11th and 12th NCRT. And you also have to follow maps. So you have to have a good atlas with you. And whatever comes in current affair or news, you have to follow that. So class 11th or 12th NCRT, these are 4 NCRTs karna hai, plus maps that have to be done. Okay, then we have standard book called Gochi Leong. This will be covered later on. So there are 4 NCRTs here. Then in polity and governance, 9th, 10th, 11th, there are 3 NCRTs. So 3 here ho gaya. If you cover one more NCRT, contemporary world politics, so you can add one more here. So the total, there are 4 NCRTs total in polity and IR that you can cover. Political theory has certain concepts that can be read, but it is a low priority. Agar aap ye bhi karte ho, it can be 5 at the max. And of course, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th, the 4 NCRTs here. So 4 and 4, 8, 8, 4, 12, and 12 and 7 is 19. So almost 19 to 20 NCRTs at the max you have to cover. In science and tech, don't follow any NCRT. Don't skip. Don't, because in science, and take mostly current issues question come. Okay, you can skip it entirely. And then there are some standard books, 5-6 standard books that have to be read. For example, there is a lexicon for chronicle. For environment ecology, there is NIS notes plus class notes. Okay, then you have internal security topics. There are some specific book where selective topics can be covered. Okay. Then in Indian polity, Lakshmikant is like a Bible which everybody has to follow. In IR, you can read VP Dutt or any of the book, but maybe just one. And yes, you also have to read India's Struggle for Independence, Bipin Chandra, and Spectrum Rajiv, these 2 books. So that is all in the standard books and this. And you have to follow more standard book, but 1 or 2 more. But let's after 4 or 5 months we can discuss those books. Not right now. Okay. So अभी के लिए हमको सिर्फ NCERT पढ़ना है. Maybe list of some 19-20 NCERT that would be read. That's all. Okay. So that is all, guys, for today. Thank you very much for your time and patience. I hope your doubts must have got cleared to an extent. Next week I'll be discussing a strategy session on what should be doing for the last 30 days of prelims. Your prelims ka jo last 30 days are, because I believe the UPSC will conduct the examination. So what is the last 30 days strategy? So we are working on that. So all the students who are targeting prelims this year, they can attempt that. It will be 1 hour session. We'll be discussing about what should be doing. Okay, so that is all, guys. Thank you very much. And yes, thank you, Senator. God bless you, and take care. And let's execute it. And this is the key. Remember, preparation is all about execution. It is more about planning. It is more about strategy, and studies also there. God bless you. Take care. Bye.